Oh, baby, we are live. We gave y'all a little bit of time because we on three man weave CP time, but we are live and direct. So I want to
We
thank
here,
everyone who
baby.
comes in and shows up to this live broadcast. We are streaming live on Facebook and YouTube in the three man weave group.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, I'm joined by my illustrious, lovely co-host.
Mm-hmm.
And I am El Presidente, and along with me, I have who I got with me.
You already know who it is. It's your boy Hill. He'll go Hill regardless, baby. Let's get it.
It's your boy Cannon in the building. Your favorite guy. You already know what it is. Gonna come with that sound logic every time. Let's get it.
Ooh, that's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear.
As y'all
What's the
may
next round of
know,
here?
y'all can catch us on all major podcast platforms. Three Man Weave, Instagram, Twitter, Three Man Weave _ Y'all watching on Facebook right now and on YouTube right now. And I thank y'all. You can email us at podcast.3.man.weave@gmail.com. It's episode 79, Friday, September 25th. Let's get it.
Live. We live with
Man,
it.
so we got some stuff dropping in the news, and someone dropped a new album. Tory Lanez. He went Corinne Steffens and dropped a tell-all about the incident, quote unquote, from his point of view. Have y'all listened to it yet?
Not one song.
Uh, I heard that. I guess the initial track. I didn't even know it was an album until the day. I thought it was one track. I heard the
Yeah,
first track. Then I guess.
I ain't even gonna front. I ain't listened to it either. I don't plan on listening to it. I just honestly I don't see how people could actually listen to it just because the optics is so much stuff is about
It's
optics
bad
these
looking.
days. It
It's
it
bad
looks
looking.
bad. People have been on the internet saying this, saying that. It was to a point where Megan had to come out and say, you know what? Y'all saying I didn't get shot. Y'all saying this. Y'all saying that. So I'm gonna say it straight up for you. Tory shot me. We haven't
Good.
heard from Tory since. You was the most popping thing on the internet since March with quarantine radio. You was all on every single platform. We could find you everywhere. Now all of a sudden you disappear, and how you going to show up is drop an album? Yeah, fam,
Yeah.
I ain't really trying to hear that. And I don't care, like whatever excuse people say, ain't no way that I can just go ahead and just believe that, you know, is I don't know who like in this with this platform would make up someone being shot by another artist.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild, right? That is crazy.
I mean, we've seen some crazy things in this industry before. Like we we done seen some wild things. Now we done lived
Absolutely.
a little bit long to hear about some
Mhm.
wild things and to see some wild things. But the one thing that we do know that she was shot. I mean, she said she was shot. She showed her foot that she was shot. She was shot. You know what I'm saying? Now I do understand he has a right to tell his side of the story. Like I say, we ain't the court of law or none of that. But what I ain't gonna do is the first time I hear from you is listen to this album that you're trying to profit off of, and and we need real answers. Because you can spend whatever you want to spend by humming and harmonizing whatever you got to say. I ain't trying to hear none of that. I
None of it.
mean, it is what it is. Some people actually can separate the music from the people and the actual actions and all that. And the older I get, I can't some things I just can't condone or get down with. Like I said, he got a chance to actually vindicate himself and do whatever he got to do to tell his side of the story or get his truths out. But like the album ain't gonna be
Yeah,
where I get his truth from. That's it. That is what it is.
and that's a fact. And to piggyback, I came at it from the total opposite side of the spectrum that you did, Hill. But I was looking for the same result. So, he was on Twitter yesterday saying that he had time to talk. So I figured that he was gonna like say something Like
go live.
yeah, like it really tell his side of the story, but it end up being a song. So I'm thinking it's gonna be one of these Nas type songs where I told you everything. You feel me? I laid it all out, and it's a lot of empty bars in there talking about dope, the typical hood rap song. All of that is still in there, and I didn't listen to. I didn't know it was an album. Once again, I only listened to the first track, but I'm listening for answers or at least your side of the story, and I'm hearing like just hints or clues, and not enough to be, so it's like, to me, if that was your chance to come out and tell the world, you did a bad job. And if we had to listen to a whole album to get your side of the story, you was never going to get that. You had one song to try to win people over, and I think you messed it up, man. If you really wanted to talk and you really, I wasn't there, so I don't know what happened. And I'm completely 100% sorry for whatever did happen to Meg. But let's just say for one instant that he is innocent. If you had a chance to get your side of the story out, why would you come with songs? And that's where he loves me at. So it's just like,
if someone is accusing me of shooting them,
I'm telling the facts,
and I did not shoot them, I'm going to come out and say like, no, you're completely wrong. I'm not going to be silent.
Not at all.
What sense does that make?
You ain't gonna harmonize.
I'm damn sure not gonna be crooning over how I didn't shoot you.
And on top of that, let's just say, for hypothetical reasons, that saying he's 100%. His side of the story is actually the truth. Let's just say that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You mean to tell me that you dropped this album that's probably been done? Ain't like you mean to tell me you dropped this album on the wake of we just getting the Breonna Taylor non-justice?
That was about to be my next. That was gonna be my next point, because like I said before, it's all about optics.
That's what I'm saying.
Especially now, I'm really not trying to hear from you now. Like I've listened to music, but I'm not trying to hear no music from someone who's accused of shooting an unarmed black woman. Like,
but
bro,
to Hill's point, if he even for the slightest thought that his side was 100% true, he would have been said something.
Or he could have waited. He waited this long.
But I'm just saying, you wouldn't even wait this long. If like the data, like AJ said earlier, when she came out and flat out said a few weeks ago that Tory shot me, nah, I can't ride with that. I'm sorry. Unless legally they're telling me something different that I need to be quiet. But other than that, if I can make a rap album and talk about it, then I could have came out and just laid the facts down.
Exactly. Because when Tory was initially quiet and not saying nothing, people were talking about it's an open case, and you can't talk about open cases.
Yeah, but you rap.
If it's an open case, you damn sure shouldn't be rapping about it. But hey, guess what?
I mean,
it is what it is.
Like I said, people listen. They say it's a good album. Like you said, the boy is talented. It is what it is. But like I said, until we get the actual facts of what actually happened in that car and what happened, he done for me. Like I say, I ain't gonna say I'm about to fall off, cancel him, but I know for a fact right now he done.
I couldn't be mad at you if you did,
bro. Like, and here's my thing. Like Tory, like he's cool, but like I don't have to listen to your music. Like,
listen,
you I don't. It's plenty of artists out there that I can listen to, and I like if you being accused of something like this, and then you come out and make an album about it, it's not something that I'm really trying to hear.
Yeah.
It's really not, and this isn't me trying to put myself on like this pedestal and get a pat on the back by saying I'm not listening to his music. It's just me personally and me morally. The principles that I stand on, I can't support this.
I mean, it's hard.
I definitely ain't bumping the album. I'll tell you that much. I never have bumped the album of Tory Lanez's anyway. But I will say that a couple weeks prior to that, one of the Virgo twins and Audrey, I can't remember which one, did put me on to some of Tory's music, and I was like, and I was like, okay, I've been sleeping on Tory. He is more talented as an artist than I was giving him credit for. But I definitely I was doing without your music anyway, so I'm definitely not about to just listen to your music
So this is easy. So this is easy for you then, Cannon. So then
easy for me.
So okay. Let's say for example, let's say this is T Grizzly. This situation happened to T Grizzly.
I'd be disappointed because that's my dog.
Exactly. So then what would your stance be then?
I'll be trying to figure out what's wrong with him, man. I don't think I would just turn on him because he made a mistake, even if it is just a brutal mistake. I don't turn on my people unless they bite my hand. You feel me?
That's just me. And that's the difficulty that I guess that some people do have because they did rock with him.
Yeah, and then I'm not mad if you rock with him. You rock with him. People make mistakes. I like his music.
He's not a perfect person. Music. But to me, morally, it's just something like, bro, there's like, I don't care like what, like you shouldn't point a gun at this woman. She didn't have no weapon, and I don't care if she's talking about you. I don't care what. Ain't like your original excuse where rumors were that you apologized because you did it because you was too drunk. Well, you don't need to drink. You get that drunk where you point a gun at somebody. Here's one thing that bothers me. What's bothering me is a lot of people that are coming out saying, "Oh, we don't know all the facts. We need all the facts." But y'all the same people that get mad when the police officers come out and say, "Well, we don't know all the facts. We need to investigate the facts." When an unarmed black man get killed, so you can't have it both ways. You can't say, "Oh, I need to know the facts. I need to know all the facts." But then come out and get mad at somebody else for saying, "Hey, we don't know all the facts," because that's the same thing that they told us when they said when Trayvon Martin got killed by George Zimmerman. Well, we don't know all the facts, so we don't know why. No, like to me, if someone does not have a weapon, why are you firing a weapon in their direction?
Mm-hmm. That's true. But to your point, to your point again, Hill, if I found out that Grizzly was a multiple offender, at some point I gotta cut him off. You feel me? I can't just keep condoning it. Like I feel like it can happen to anybody. Maybe one time. People make mistakes and people aren't perfect. So I don't think you should abandon or just stop rocking with somebody that you rock with for a one-time mistake, even if it's a big mistake. You feel me? Sometimes people make big mistakes. It happens. But I feel like if they can, I'm not saying me with the Tory thing. I'm just saying that this was Grizzly. So if I was looking at it and I say like, all right, then if he continue to put himself in those type of predicaments with women and the same outcome keeps happening, I will have to say I can't rock with him, even if he was my dog.
You also, even though your first step though is show contrition.
Yeah, I need to know what's wrong with you. Like what's going on, bro?
You want to see that. Your first statement ain't gonna be no damn album. You ain't trying to hear that from T Grizzly. You feel what I'm saying? Like some of your optics got to be way better than what you're doing.
No. You're absolutely right, Wade, right there.
You know, here's
a good example for me.
Go through, man.
Here's a good example for me, and then I'll wash my hands with this. The Joe Budden rumors about him like beating Tahir. People ask me like, "Yo, you fuck with the Joe Budden podcast?
Mm-hmm.
If this is true, you gonna quit listening to it?" I said, I'm not going to support him, especially after all the stuff that he has talked about people putting their hands on women's and stuff like that. And I understand that people can change, but also it's just like, I need to know, and I need to understand, and I need to hear it from you. Like what's going on? Like tell your side of the story, because you have that opportunity, especially because you have a platform. And he came, he addressed it, he talked about it. And even though some of the verbiage that he used, I still didn't like, but at least he didn't run from it. He didn't just sweep it on the rug and start talking about stuff, or just releasing stuff as is. He actually spoke about it. The thing that's like so iffy to me is like, bro, we haven't heard from you. You haven't made a statement. People are talking about, oh, but y'all still listen to this artist or this artist. Someone talked to me about Chris Brown. Multiple people, I've seen it all over the internet. But Chris Brown, he sat down and he talked about it. He released a statement. And even in that situation, it's just like Rihanna, the victim, said, you know what? We are cool. I forgave him. We are friends. And that's how I feel. Like if I'm not going, like if the victim doesn't hold any ill will to you, like and they can give you forgiveness, I can understand that. But for me, this isn't necessarily about hating Tory. I'm not about to support a piece of work where you're trying to profit off of it.
I'm 100% with that. I hate gimmick albums anyway. Like, I don't like that type of music.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, that's a gimmick album. If you're talented, put out some music, bro. But you need to have cleared and rectified whatever was going on with this, because you ain't said nothing since the beginning. So you still ain't said nothing in my eyes, because I ain't listening to that. Because I gave you one track to explain yourself, and it wasn't good enough for me. So
Well, my thing before we transition, AJ, because you know how we rock with the Joe Budden podcast. And the first thing I said when the allegations hit, I said I would hate to have to. I really hate to have to stop listening to this. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I said that. So I gave him a chance to say his side of the story. But if his side of the story was iffy, hey, it is what it is. I got to find another podcast to listen to. Like, I mean,
y'all know my podcast
you
list. I got plenty. I love podcasts. So I got plenty out there, but you know, it is what it is.
We got to stand for something. But I mean, we still in that bubble. We still in that bubble, baby. You know, and you know, say all the heat.
Man,
They gonna finish this up
the heat.
Wow.
Forget the heat, man. Forget the heat, bro. We got to talk about Jamal Murray. Goddamn.
How we gonna get to? All right, we deal with
the boy flat out, regardless of the loss. He's wait. He's the flat out truth, man.
So while we bringing this up, I'm so glad we turned to Jamal Murray, because Rose he's in the Facebook. Rose is in the Facebook chat, and Rose, I need you to take back your statement. Talk about Jamal Murray has regressed from the mean. No, I need it in this chat so everyone can see it. Talk about Jamal Murray regress to the mean. I'm like, bro, like, he had a bad game. He's still that guy.
It wasn't even a bad game, bro. I put his stats. I forgot what it were, but I put his stats right in there, and they were legitimate stats, contributing all over the floor. He only had like 21 points. It wasn't 32, but he still like
21 points.
If you got
only
21
points,
yeah, that's what I was trying to say to Rose, and Rose is like, that's his season's average. That's his season's average. I was like, bro, what you want him to go? Super Saiyan? He plays on a team. He's supposed to do his part to fit in with the team. And sometimes when you go Super Saiyan, it don't work. As you see, he went Super Saiyan last night, and it didn't work for the team.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this. I ain't even know what return to the mean or regress to the mean. I didn't know what that meant. I thought it was a miss. I'm like, I don't know what my LB talking about. I'm like, what does this even mean?
But nah, like,
but he been man.
The crazy thing about that team is, man, that team is scary, and they got some young talent, which they're gonna be a problem for years to come. Because I remember right when we first started this pod, and we did our top 20 in the NBA. And we didn't give Jokic his credit.
We was
literally since that list, we have been balling ever since.
The game after the list dropped.
Like literally, the list dropped. He came out balling and ain't stopped. So look,
and that was 2018, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was 2
years ago.
Like and look, I'm gonna tell you like this. One thing that we will do at the podcast, we will admit when we wrong. We will let y'all know, like, you know what? We fucked up. We was wrong. We ain't got no problem with that. Because I'm about to admit that I was wrong, but also on a whole bunch of shit today. On a whole bunch of shit today.
Because we said that when that list dropped out and they had Joker as number 10. I went off. I'm like, oh hell no. He ain't no damn number 10 in the NBA.
He's still not number 10 in the NBA, bro.
But that's that list is crazy.
He like 15.
I don't know about 15.
Yeah, he may be.
We could debate that. We could debate that another time.
But what I said last year, for a fact, I said for the Nuggets to be where they supposed to be at now.
Shout out to Chris Booth.
Jamal Murray gotta be an all-star.
Right.
I mean, of course, he's not an all-star yet, but for them to go to that next level,
it's coming.
He got to become an all-star. But he's elite. It is what if you make it. He's elite.
Listen, it's a guarantee. It's a guarantee the boy gonna be an all-star next year. Hill. It's a guarantee. I'm willing to bet on it.
I don't know, man, because it's hard. It's hard in that West. It's hard in the West,
bro. If the boy play like this,
okay, you know they're gonna vote Steph. All off rip, Steph getting the vote. You already know Steph getting the vote.
I'm just saying, bro. This looking better than Spider.
They might fuck around and give,
and he could give Dame a run for his money if he keep balling like this, man.
That's a fact. He out there. He won.
So all I'm saying is, if he whatever confidence that he's found inside of this bubble, if he continues on the same trajectory to next year, he can compete with all of the other people who are going to be behind Steph, bro. He can fight for that position. And I'm willing to say, bro, like he said it in the interview last night. They said, what happened when they put Bron on you? He said, bro, I do the same thing when they put Bron on me, then when they put Kawhi, PG. And he did. And honestly, they missed some calls on Bron. You feel me? So it's like he got away with some, but it was like those are the calls, and that's good defense because he got away with it. So it is what it is. But it's like, bro, he don't see no fear, and that's what it takes to be a superstar in this league. And I think the boy got the making. I think he got the making.
You gotta earn them calls, and like I said, just like Mark David Crusher just said, it's a popularity contest. So you already know Steph gonna get votes. You already know Dame gonna get votes. Russell Westbrook gonna get votes. Harden, Dame. It's like it's gonna be a lot of people before he got to crack that list. But either way, the key for their success is Michael Porter Jr. If he can descend to whatever they think he is, because he already showing glimpses.
That's a big three.
He's showing glimpses. But the glimpses that his negative glimpses, when he played bad, he looked like every epitome.
And that's why I'm not sold. That's why I'm not sold. He has the potential. He definitely got the potential.
And that's the thing. Like so you can't write him off yet.
No, for sure. Like
I ain't writing him off. Just for me to say I ain't sold, I'm not writing him off. He got to do more to sell me. Is all it is.
You know the most interesting piece that they have that I just really want to see how it pan out. Bobo. I really do.
But
I really want to see how
he should have been getting some type of clock for real.
I really want to see what happens with him.
He should be getting some type of clock.
Bro, if he's actually something, that makes them a dangerous ass team.
If he's actually something.
And Morris was cooking too, man. It's like what?
If he's actually something, Bobo is a Slim Jim.
Bro, all I'm saying.
Some slim people are agile too, and that can save them, man. I don't know if he is, but it's some Kevin Durant has made it a long time before he had a major injury, so it's possible.
But he make it to the fact that you brought Kevin Durant. He made it to the fact that can't nobody check him. You don't care who you put on him. You put anybody on him, make it
ball hard to check. He can shoot the three.
It's easier to check now, but if he gonna continue to play like a guard,
that's true.
He got to establish post. He do got to establish post.
Then what is he? He's just a regular person.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like that.
Regular person, but can we? Well, since we still on the, they lost. They down 3-1. Can we get some credit to our Lakers?
Big credit.
Can we get some credit to our Lakers? We always avoid the big old ESPN names and big ESPN topics. Like we never really try to, we shy away from the Cowboys. We shy away from all the Main Street stuff. We shy away from the Lakers a lot. It's time. It's time to give our boys some credit.
Yeah, man.
From top to bottom.
Starting with Frank Vogel, man. From top to bottom, it's time to give our boys some credit. I see you, AJ. What your credit card?
Hey, it's right here. Swiping, no swiping.
Swipe.
Swiping, no swiping. Look, hey, they did what they doing what they supposed to be doing, and that's the biggest thing. Like some people, you may say that as like I'm downplaying it, but that's a big ass compliment. You are doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You're that team. You coming out. You're not. Yes, like in the last couple series, they lost game 1, and everybody, like the world, started to panic. You can't panic because half the time, a lot of people don't like Bron for is Bron. He likes to get everybody involved in almost every series. Game 1, he's trying to get everyone else involved. He's trying to facilitate.
I hate that.
But you can't necessarily hate it, especially now when Bron came out and said he wants AD to be the main focus of this team. He wants AD to be the best player. So if what is Bron doing? He's facilitating, making sure that AD gets his rhythm. Bron gonna be Bron regardless. So in order to get AD going, look, go ahead, do your thing. And the thing that AD did in that Rocket series, he started being more aggressive. He wasn't just allowing those fadeaways and stuff. He started being more aggressive. And that's what Bron is gonna do. He's got everybody involved. And ain't nothing wrong with that.
You want to go, Cannon?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna start at the top with Frank.
Damn, I should have went there.
I'm gonna start at the top with Frank, man. I like his adjustments, and we could say, like, yes, AJ said he's doing what he's supposed to do, but there's so many coaches that do what they're supposed that get teams where Doc should have just did what he was supposed to do. He had the talent to just do what he's supposed to do, but he didn't do it. So I gotta give credit to Frank where it's due, because that's what they said was great about Phil. They said, yeah, he had Michael Jordan and Scottie, and then he had Shaq and Kobe. But he said, you got to harness that. And it takes skill to harness that and use it the way it's supposed to do. And so Bron and AD ain't never played together before. And you can ask Hill, I'd be upset with Frank the way that he's using AD. But I had to apologize the other day and say, I ain't questioning it no more. When he hit that three to seal it, I said, because I've been upset about him playing a perimeter. That's a part of their strategy, because they can go big with Dwight and JaVale and or Dwight and Morris. So it's like it don't matter, man. Rob Pelinka actually, let me go ahead and give credit where it's due again. Rob Pelinka, man, he constructed a roster where you have two of the best players, two of the top five with Bron and AD in the game, and then you bring in these role players, but we constructed role players where you can play small or big ball. So it's like, whatever y'all want to do. Whatever y'all want to do. As you can see, Dwight didn't get no burn in the Rocket series, but now he start, and he give quality minutes. So it's like, man, okay. That's Rob and Frank being on the same page.
I'll jump in here real quick, so I just want to address something that was posted in the chat.
Go ahead.
Eric, I understand that you may not like LeBron, but you cannot say LeBron being a facilitator makes him further away from being the GOAT. Because LeBron still gets his numbers. LeBron still put up points, but he's also putting up assists that a lot of the top players, like, maybe, I don't know who you have as the GOAT, but he's putting up assist numbers that
he probably got MJ as the GOAT, and I ain't mad at that. If he got MJ as the GOAT, or if he has Kobe, you can't really be mad. Whoever
you can't say it's not close.
Because in
his mind, he can technically.
Because he probably giving it to, because that's a preference base for him.
Yeah,
right. And you can't say it's not close.
GOAT comes down. If you have these three at the top, Jordan, Kobe, and LeBron, it's gonna come down to preference, because all of them dominated eras, bro. Dominated.
I think he gets I think people misconstrue LeBron being the facilitator from him not wanting wanting to be the person in the big moments. People get confused and say, "Oh, he doesn't want to take the last shot." I get tired of hearing that. Tired of hearing that. How many big shots did Robert Horry and Derek Fisher make for Kobe? How many big shots did Steve Kerr and Tony Kukoc make for Jordan?
Come on now.
You can't just say that, and you can't say LeBron don't have heart. LeBron fights through. LeBron plays. LeBron goes hard. Yes, LeBron. Go ahead.
And AJ don't even. He's not even a LeBron supporter. So for AJ to be saying this means that LeBron is. If you don't have him in that GOAT conversation, then you're bugging. But if he's not your GOAT, I ain't really mad at you, Eric.
But I think what the preference comes involved in, and I'm not saying who's right or wrong. I'm saying the preference comes involved in is that we've also seen Kobe say, "Hey, everybody get out the way." We also seen MJ say, "Everybody get out the way," and shoot numerous game winners.
Yeah.
Say, "Hey, get out the way.
And we've seen Bron do it.
But we've seen them do it numerous times more. So you probably can still count how many times LeBron has done it. And that's the fact that it might upset certain individuals when it comes to their preference.
Passive. But look,
I'm still saying it's a preference. That's all.
If you ask Carmelo Anthony, he said he loved the fact that Bron is passed first because that's what saved his life on that boat. So he said God made him like that just to save my life. And Melo said I never argue with the fact that Bron think pass first, man.
It was way too many men sitting on that banana back to back to back. Yeah,
that's a fact. Yeah,
I can't really get with that.
I ain't been on no damn boat. When the huddled up with ain't gonna be no 3-man. We was banana boat. I'm gonna tell you right now. Don't grab me. Get your own boat.
God damn it.
Get your own boat. But back to,
I don't even want to be close to a banana with y'all.
Give me some grapes.
Shake them bitches up.
Back to I eat my grapes like Ice-T did of in New Jersey. I always eat my grapes. I don't care. Nobody, me. I got your back. But back to Vogel. Y'all, we got to give him some credit for canceling out the noise. You know how many people don't want to see KCP and Danny Green on the floor? They want them out the bubble.
I don't want to see KCP on the floor at all.
They want them out the bubble, and they still in the rotations being important pieces. That take balls, yo. The Steelers go out there and play them. Danny Green run like his feet hurt. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's right.
His feet do hurt.
And that's what I'm saying. KCP giving in his all. He
was all right last night.
He giving quality minutes.
Last night he was quality.
But just the simple fact that sometimes when they play bad and they play horrible, and you still got the confidence to put them out there, key in, night out, that's confidence, bro. And it trickles down. And the adjustment that he keep making, and I like the fact that you said they go small. Our small ball ain't small.
I mean, it really ain't.
I love it because
it's thin.
That's all.
Yeah, it's just thin.
It's just a more versatile lineup. You can switch everything. The zone, the zone he's doing, like Vogel got to get a lot of credit for.
And the trapping of Harden, man. Trapping of Harden. Come on, man. I don't understand why more people in the NBA just don't trap Harden.
But I told you they don't really game plan till.
Why?
Hey,
even if it's the first round, why didn't you trap him in the first round? He ISO'd his way out of the first round.
JaVale McGee.
Has JaVale McGee been on Shaq in the Fool all playoff?
Nah, man, them Shaq in the Fool days been over, man.
I'm proud of him, man.
And I tried to tell people a long time ago, the moment he left DC, them Shaq in the Fool days was gonna be limited. You get him on a good team, man.
Especially when you got a leader like Bron, he ain't about to let that slide. You're gonna be focused.
He only had a few Shaq in the Fool moments in Golden State, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
with that, my man, because he know the severity of his actions.
Shout out my guy Eric, Eric for the crib. You know how we rocking post ball day. We're gonna go live, baby.
It's the city.
What I really want to talk about, but are the Heat gonna finish the Celtics tonight? What's up?
Man, they just might, and they got all the confidence in the world right now, and it's anybody on their team could be the guy. It ain't just Hero. It could be Jimmy. It could be Bam. It could be what's the old guard name? It could be Dragic. Like it doesn't matter. They're well coached. They don't back down. The Celtics got to fight on their hands to get back into this series, but it can be done. They have the talent to do it. They got a good young coach. I don't see why it can't be done, but the Heat seem focused, man. And as a Laker fan, I'm afraid. I'm not even gonna hold you. I don't want to run into them, but that's what it's looking like.
This is the key game for the Heat, I believe. because if they let the Celtics win this game, they're gonna have the confidence again.
Exactly.
I think they feel that they can beat the Heat. I really do feel that they can beat the Heat. They just haven't gotten it done. And Tatum not gonna go scoreless another first half. Like we not having that.
And that's my point. I think that the Celtics are going to come out motivated because they know that they didn't show up last game, so they're going to win. Lost. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're going to win because they like just a little better performance. They win that game, and so I think they're going to come out. They're going to come out prepared. They're going to come out motivated. They understand that they back is against the wall, and this game is going to swing the series. And I have the Heat winning this series.
If they win,
yeah, game they gotta win it. They gotta win this
That's
game.
what I'm saying.
And they win. They're gonna win this game, and it's gonna swing the series.
That's why the Heat gotta come out smoking.
Yeah, I think it's gonna go 7.
I hope it goes 7.
Yeah, I think it's gonna go 7, but the Heat gonna pull it out.
We need some better time by the time they come
back. Because they was on game 2 before we even. They did play 2 games before we even started because we had to wait.
I'm trying to figure out why did they wait though. They went from the last time they played was Saturday, then the next game they played was Wednesday. I'm like,
Kemba the new Lowry. Up small in the playoffs. And I hate to see that, man, because Kemba's normally big shot, man. Kemba's normally big shot, but they're not falling. They're not gonna always fall, and that's what people don't remember. Like, yes, we look back at Jordan and Kobe and we see the big shots, but bro, I lived through it. They missed a lot. They came up small a lot of times. We just remember the big moments, and so Kemba can't make them all. He's hit a lot of big shots just down there in Charlotte. None of them meant nothing. So now, he hit a few big shots for the Celtics, but it's just like, it's that time for him to miss a few.
But he looking real in this particular series. He looking real inconsistent.
This the farthest he'd never been. He probably tired.
he didn't know how to properly condition for this scenario.
But that's what I posted in the group the other day. I said when they had Kyrie, you didn't want to take heed to his leadership. Everything that he said was just always wrong and different. But this man had finals experience. Hey, but he had finals experience.
Championship
experience. But y'all ready to listen to Kemba? He ain't made it out the first round. You feel what I'm saying? We looking at some of these things kind of different now. Like I said, I love Kemba too. UConn all day. But listen, some things that you can't say to me. You ain't got no experience in talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. They got more playoff experience than him.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
100%.
Jaylen Brown by himself.
You feel what I'm saying? They got better playoff experience. That whole team got better playoff experience than him. What you gonna tell me?
Hey, Kemba hit that for the chip, though. The national chip.
College.
Hey, they count that.
Brad Stevens was in the national championship of college too. What did he do?
And he's trying to get it done. He's close to getting it done. He's what? He need 8 more games to get a crown.
So they better win tonight.
Yeah, he got to win tonight, but he ain't far off. So it's like they all within reach of everything that they want to obtain. It's who's going to go out there and get it. And I was thinking, whoever said this, Kyrie said the earth is flat, and that's why nobody wanted to listen to whatever he said after that.
It's hard going off on a limb for Kyrie, but stuff like that, right? I can't defend that. You feel what I'm saying? I can't defend stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm sorry, but it is what it is. I wouldn't listen to him either.
I ain't listening to him. I don't care what you done been to, man.
Oh yeah, he bugging. He ain't go to school. He ain't go to class in Duke. And he's only there 1 year too.
Real quick for everyone that's in the Facebook group chat. I just posted instructions. Currently, since we're just starting, we need to get permissions and everything to use your profile and your name and the that for your comments to view. So if you post a comment and you want it to show up as your name and your picture, and we can put it on our live stream, follow those instructions that I just put in the chat to have your profile viewed for now and in the future.
I don't see none in there though. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't see no instructions.
It should be coming up. If it don't come up, I'll send it personally.
Yeah, I don't see no instructions, brother.
Yeah.
Well, goddamn. All right, I'll send it personally to you all, and it'll come from me. So
but while AJ's doing that, Tyler Hero.
Yeah, boy cooked up, man.
Hero. Oh, there you go.
There you go. It just popped up. That's a delay like shit. Man. Yeah, Tyler Hero, man. Whew. He couldn't be stopped the other night, huh?
Yeah.
Shooting from deep.
He been balling all year. Consistently, rookie stuff, been balling. But 37, like,
yeah,
37.
I mean, they needed it. It goes back to what I said about the Heat.
And since we got AJ here, this is the perfect tackle. We've been seeing this floating around for a while. They've been comparing. They said Tyler Hero can become the next Devin Booker.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it into that. So I'm not even going to disrespect AJ with that.
Okay.
No. Book is the book. You feel me?
You know how I love to say this.
How many points did Book drop in one game?
Hold on. Listen. You know how I love to say this. We didn't know Book was gonna be this Book when he came out.
Did.
We as the other people. I know you seen it when he was at AAU when he played. I know.
Dave the Crusher was with me. We saw Book together. I took him down to Georgia. We saw Book.
But we talk about let's talk about other people. Let's talk about the Masters. They did not think Book was gonna be this player.
Oh yeah. But I think we
knew the fact that we didn't know he was going to be this can apply. Same way it can apply to Tyler Hero. That's why I say this statement got a little bit of validity. Do I believe it? Hell no. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, because Book's serious, man. I mean, it got validity. I give it that.
Like I said, it can have validity because the boy can score. He can definitely score. But just to see where Book
they
is
call
at
him
right
Beam.
now.
They added Beam to his joint. You see what I'm saying here? They said Devin Beam, like he's Devin Beam Booker now. Like,
so we can call Tyler Kidney Beans.
I'm just saying. I felt like they added the Beam when Kobe was alive. Though. That's the thing. They added the Beam when Kobe was alive. They just didn't add it out of sentimental reasons. Like they gave him the bean and Kobe was just all right, Book.
I think you took that personal because you couldn't get them COVID today. That's what it was.
Nah, not even.
You the only one that I know, Cannon, that gets success damn near on every sneaker that you try and get.
I don't, bro. I miss out a lot. Ask him. I don't, bro.
You was tight this boy. You ain't get no Kobe's though.
I haven't got none of the new Kobe's, none of the Kobe since he passed away, and which kind of disgusts me because I had all the Kobe's prior to his passing because people weren't even Kobe shoe fans, but it's like, bro, these resellers and these leeches, bro. Anytime somebody passed away or something, bro, they're so greedy. They want to buy it to sell it to the person like me, but I don't purchase things aftermarket, and if I do, it'll be from somebody that I respect that's a black business owner, and I'm just doing it to support them. But I ain't just gonna do it to the random person just because they got the Kobe. So I just ain't gonna have these Kobe's, and that's cool with me. You feel me? But I miss a lot, AJ. I miss a lot.
I understand.
Can Denver win the championship in the near future?
This is their best shot. Honestly,
it's all on Michael Porter.
This is their best shot right now because I feel like just the NBA landscape as a whole is going to change next year when you got KD and Kyrie going to be healthy. Then you also have Golden State going to be at full strength, and then you got other teams with young guns. Like we can't forget about young guns. We can't forget about Ja Morant. We can't forget about Zion. Like all these younger teams who might, surpass a team that was on the bubble. We can't forget about these teams. And so I just think the landscape
Giannis might go somewhere and swing the pendulum too.
might go somewhere and swing it, bro.
It's gonna be
so the landscape might be totally different. So who knows? But I think this is their best chance. Hill got a saying where he always say, like, championship windows are very, very small. And when it's a crack, you gotta burst through it. You gotta take it. Because you might miss it. And when it's gone, it's gone.
But Kyrie is going to destroy KD with his ISO game. You ever heard of Russell Westbrook?
Played with him.
KD is built for this.
And my whole thing is, you can't say Kyrie is gonna kill KD with his ISO game when Kyrie had to play with LeBron. So I think Kyrie knows when he's playing with a superior player.
Get him a rock.
Let me relax. He may think the earth flat, but he ain't plumb dumb.
And Kyrie can pass, bro. Kyrie can pass his ass off, man. He just is a scorer first, which is rare to be able to pass and be a scorer like that. But Kyrie can pass with the best of them.
Now, I wish we could pull that back up. I don't see KD and Kyrie lasting more than 2 years.
Pull it back up. How you do that? Eric Hughes went and followed them directions ASAP.
ASAP. He the only one.
Y'all gonna see my face on the screen. I don't see them. I don't. You know what? That has validity. I thought it was a hot take at first. That has validity because they're gonna get an olive branch the first year because they both coming off injuries.
But after the second year,
y'all better win the championship. Yeah,
you're absolutely right, Eric, on that one.
Yeah, I thought it was crazy the first time I seen it. Then I had to actually think about it. I'm like, they do have a 2-year window to actually either at least get to the finals.
Yeah, they got to get to the finals. They got to get to the finals.
But that team, that next team, if they don't do nothing stupid like trying to trade the supporting cast for another for another star, if they can just keep the squad like they got, get a few little pieces here and there. If they can keep the squad like they currently have, and you adding Kyrie and KD to that squad, you have everything you need.
You will hope.
Do that stupid, please.
They just gotta really remain healthy. That's Kyrie's biggest issue, and it hasn't been KD's issue. But just coming off the Achilles, we know that's one of the hardest injuries. That and that little microfracture knee thing that Omari had, Stoudemire. Those are supposedly the hardest injuries to come back from. So we just have to see. KD's a smaller frame guy, even though he is tall as I don't know what. But if they can both be healthy, I think that they can at least get to the finals.
The additional time off
might have saved them.
It definitely helped. I know that it definitely helped. Can we? Is it time to talk some football?
Oh, I'm ready.
Let's get it.
Set it off.
All right. So what I want to talk about in football is whoa, I almost messed up. So many teams not the same no more. Things have changed. The Las Vegas Raiders, man. My pops. Shout out to my pops. He a diehard Raiders fan.
Why old heads always be Raiders fans?
Because they used to be legit back in the day. So
that's a Raiders fan too.
That leads me to my question: are the Las Vegas Raiders for real? Are they for real? Because the Saints think so.
Define real.
Gonna win their division. I know they ended with the Chiefs, but they. Just beat the Saints, and the Saints are supposed to be. I know they was missing Michael Thomas, but it is what it is. Saints. Some people got Saints as a Super Bowl favorites. Not me. I think got the Seahawks coming out of NFC East, but it is what it is. Like they undefeated. They got David Carr, who is one of the, as y'all would say, one of the most slept on quarterbacks.
As Hill would say.
As Hill would say, AJ too, because I like to say that Carr was crowned too early, but y'all argue me on that, and it's looking like it that y'all were right, so I'll admit that. But it's like they got Josh Jacobs at running back, they got They got decent wide receiver core. They got a stud tight end, and they have a overall decent defense. So, are they for real?
Question: you said you said they have a decent wide receiver core. They're missing. They need a veteran.
They do need a veteran. That's why I said decent. I didn't say good or great.
They need a veteran, and I think the perfect person for them that they need to go get is Dez Bryant.
A lot of teams need to go get Dez Bryant.
I believe if they would go get Dez Bryant, that would solidify their wide receiver core. Because I mean, they don't know what to do with Ruggs right now. Ruggs is just running. He's just running, being a decoy, not really being involved. I know it's only been 2 weeks. What's the other guy? Edwards looking legit. Edwards is looking legit.
Before the season started, I said Brian Edwards would probably be a better receiver than Ruggs. He'd probably at least. Because remember, I wanted Brian Edwards in Cincinnati.
You know, I wasn't sold on Ruggs anyway. So
yeah, we right there together. So it's like they have good young talent. So I can't say that they're for real, but I will say they won't look like the same old Raiders. They're gonna win. They're gonna win some games.
Playoffs.
And didn't the extra playoff spot start this season? So like that, there's that extra playoff spot. So it's gonna be like they got it. They will get into the playoffs because it's gonna be some 7 and 9 teams to get in the playoffs.
How many teams total get into the playoffs now?
It's just one extra
team.
Yeah, just one extra team. So basically, the number 1 seed is the only seed that gets a bye.
The thing about it is that first off, let me rewind. Josh Jacobs, legit,
fully.
Oh, he's a dog.
Darren Waller, yeah, he legit. He legit. So you got some cornerstone pieces. To go ahead and build up the defense. Am I sold on their defense? Hell no.
Their defense not legit at all, but they decent.
But if you can play ball control, you got quality possessions. They can be formidable. That's what I can say. Formidable.
Okay.
So they're definitely gonna win some games, but when it comes down to it, especially in the playoffs, they're not gonna be able to stop those teams in the playoffs when it comes down to it. Like what they can put up points, but they can't put up points with the Chiefs. They can't some of these other teams. What they gonna do with the Steelers? Because they ain't gonna be able to put up points with the Steelers.
If Ruggs starts stretching the field like he's supposed to, then they could.
Oh, we on the Raiders. We on the Raiders now. I'm gonna stick with the Raiders.
No, because I get what you're saying about you about to bring up the Steelers.
Yes.
Well, okay, but what I'm saying is I'm not even talking about because the Ravens are gonna be the number 1 seed. I was gonna go to the Ravens next.
Okay.
As far as because I'm talking about playing against if they got to play against that Steelers defense, that's gonna be tough because that O-line versus that Steelers defensive line is gonna be it's a mismatch.
Yeah, but you didn't say that first. First thing you said was put up points with the Steelers.
I know because they're not gonna be able to put up points with that Steelers defense. They might have the best defensive front 7 in the league.
Outside of the Ravens and outside of the Chiefs, I believe the Raiders to show up against anybody. And then what's to say? Any given Sunday.
I get you. I would love to see the Steelers.
That's why I asked.
In any given Sunday. I mean, could we still got
nobody thought the Titans was going to do what they did last year. So I'm 100%
That's a
with
fact.
you.
I definitely didn't have the Titans where they doing what they did last year.
And they looking they 2-0, but they 2-0 is little.
I need more from Henry, man. He getting the touches too, so it's like don't make no sense why he don't look like he got that extra gear that he had last year, man.
And real quick, it's kind of like my 6 degrees of separation. When Ryan Tannehill did what he did last year, takes me back to Adam Gase got that Jets job, and you told me he does do stuff with quarterbacks. Look what he did with Ryan Tannehill.
I told you that.
I said
no, Hill did. Hill did. And I was just like, I don't know if he necessarily did anything with Tannehill. I just think that Tannehill actually kind of started growing a little bit.
Tannehill
I
did
don't
that with
think-
himself, man.
I don't think that Adam Gase was worthy of that coaching job to, get fired and then automatically fall forward into another job.
Tannehill always got the tool. He had the tools from the begin with.
I didn't vouch for Adam Gase getting the head coaching job. I said he does have a track record with quarterbacks, which it does have validity, sir. You know what I'm saying? He may be a good offensive coordinator, but he got.
I was at family barbecue.
Get his ass up out of New York quick, fast, in a hurry. I feel bad for Sam Darnold, man.
I don't.
Of course, you know, and I really don't really
feel random women in the club first.
I mean, I feel him. Get your heel on. Get your heel.
Get your heel on.
Get your heel on.
When was the last time y'all just randomly kissed in the club?
Bro, years ago.
When was the last time I actually been to a club, bro?
That was years ago. Like years. I had real hair when I.
Man, I was in DC.
I was there
at a Halloween bar crawl. And
this was DC too.
And man,
it was DC with him.
I seen this. Ran into this little Filipino joint. She looked at me. I looked at her. She bought me a drink. We just was rapping it, and that's how it happened. Next thing I know, I came to. I wasn't blacked out no more. We kissing. I'm like, hey,
somebody stop this, man.
So AJ,
fun time. Oh shit, that sounds like a question for me.
It is a question for you though.
Oh shit.
Damn, I forgot to timestamp that one. Let me just throw a number on that. I'm gonna ask you about one team in particular though, and they was on your Super Bowl. They was your Super Bowl contenders. What's up with your Minnesota Vikings, sir?
Man, that shit don't count. I ain't getting no preseason. I ain't getting nothing to see if they was gonna be this city. So it don't count.
It's bad QB play. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
It was just on a limb. Kirk Cousins is doing Kirk Cousins things, bro. That was one of the nastiest QB.
He's not even playing like Kirk Cousins. That's not even Kirk Cousins stuff.
Yeah, that's just extra
in my life.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's not even him, bro. Kirk Cousins is better than that. But it's been awful QB performance from the Vikings, and that's just leading. You know, it's like a snowball effect.
Man, I was trying to have a nice little sexy pick. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, they still, you know what I mean? They did a little, you know, keep going, you know, keep that thing moving. That first game, that first game against Aaron Rodgers, I'm like, yeah.
They could turn it around though. I think out of all they 0-2, right? I think out of all the 0-2 teams, they're one of the few that could turn it around.
The fact that what scares me the most is the fact that he's probably just threw another pick against the Colts.
They want to explain why he even made that pick, but he just did.
Look,
good. Yeah. Matter of fact, really break it down.
The reason why I made that pick is because, look, man, I felt that yes, they lost some pieces, but they did the proper thing to try and replace those pieces. They had a weak, cornerback room, but in the back end of the defense, they pretty solid. So I'm like, you got a solid, safety tandem.
Mm-hmm.
You should get some good pass rush.
Mm-hmm.
Your corners ain't gonna have to cover that long.
Yeah,
that's true. I did not think that Devontae Adams was like, I don't give a damn about none of them safeties.
None of them.
Come here. Come
just standing there.
I'm about to eat you up. Like, bro.
Just made a standing catch, bro.
They was looking like Byron Maxwell, like a whole team of them. Just burnt toast. And so I was just like, you know what, man? All right.
But I got Eric said Stephon Diggs made Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Is he making Josh Allen?
I don't know if he made him, but he was making him look good. Because he missing them. And I always said that too. That helped Thielen too, man.
Oh, thank you.
I always said that.
Thank you.
Because Stephon was nice in college. Like Thielen just came out of nowhere, and it's like everybody just was like, "Yo, he's the guy." And I'm like, he's the guy because he's open. Same thing that they said about Juju. It was a lot easier for Juju when AB was there.
Oh, I knew Juju.
And yes,
I knew Juju was tripping.
But Juju's still showing up. He's still showing up, but it has been tougher for him. Same thing with me on Madden. My guy just got elevated. Like I was in the slot. Now I'm the number one. Bro, I can't get open.
And so here's my thing with Stephon Diggs. Remember that whole momentum of that team changed when he was like, "Yo, I'm sick of this shit. Y'all need to get me the ball." Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they went on a run. Their whole offense looked better. So you might be right. Stephon, he might have been the cheese that held the bread together. He wanted,
like you said, like you tried to troll in the beginning.
Speaking of that, is Adams a top 3 wide receiver?
And I'm going to. That's why he left it on the screen. I'm going to get to that.
Okay.
But I had before I lose my point. Like you tried to troll and said, is he making Josh Allen? Well, both of them, Diggs and Allen, are leading their position at the yards right now. So
that was a real question. I was not trying to troll.
I'm just making sure.
Whatever it is, it's working together.
It's working.
And on personally, you remember our personal argument that we had about Amari and Stephon Diggs, and I told you for a fact that I had them in 1A and 1B in Minnesota. Speaking of Diggs and Thielen, now all of a sudden you take one out, and Justin Jefferson ain't looking like LSU Justin Jefferson right now. Thielen looking a little funny in the light.
Yeah,
Thielen looking real funny in the light. Now is Adams the top 3 wide receiver? He had a great game 1, but what did he do game 2? He did some things game 2, but he left with a hamstring injury. Like always, he's a thought. But I had him in my top 5. I can pull my list up. I had Devontae Adams in my top 5, but top 3, that's different. My top 3 not changing. No, who was top 3?
Yeah, top 3 would be tough. But with a good year, and if he come back from a hamstring, he can get in there. Oh, but
they say the hamstring ain't that serious, but I mean,
you never know with them hamstrings.
You never know.
So let me ask y'all this: with these first 2 weeks, what did we learn? Because we haven't had no preseason. Like, have we really learned anything about any team yet?
That's what we learned when we said it last week, that we need the preseason. That's the first thing we learned.
Yeah, yeah. And the second thing we learned, that Lamar Jackson is the real deal. Straight up. Which I've been known, but it's like that's what the world is learning. Like,
I'm going masses. Is the fact that continuity really matters. Mm-hmm. Think of the teams that's doing something. Think of it. I'm just saying. Think of the team.
Yeah, I'm thinking Green Bay is a team that's doing something.
And we bashed Green Bay all off season.
Bashed them.
Not getting Aaron Rodgers help, for not doing nothing, not doing nothing for Aaron Rodgers. But it's another year 2 in this system, which is a new system for him. And now they came out that gate smoking.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all know I hate Green Bay. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know. Ooh. But that's what we learned.
That's tough. Oh, that's another thing we learned. Arizona's legit, man.
Are they?
Arizona's legit. I think the reason why they're legit is because Nuke. You got Nuke, you got Kyler, and then you got what's the running back that came from Miami?
Kenyon Drake.
Yeah, you got Kenyon Drake, man. I think that's just tough, bro. Then you still got Larry Fitz. And the defense is formidable, like you said. And so it's like, bro, and Kyler is like a defense, and he's gonna convert in every 3rd and short as long as he's healthy, man. Every 3rd and short. What you gonna do 3rd and short? You're gonna load up and try to stop the run. He can hit you with that read option and go outside and beat everything for 50. Or you load up, he can drop back and throw the quick slant to Nuke. To Nuke Hopkins. So it's like, bro, like, I think they're tough. I don't know. They about to get a tougher test, so we'll see.
I wanted to say this before the season started, and I probably was going to look crazy from the jump, but it's probably going to sound even crazier even now. I believe the Arizona Cardinals are definitely what we thought the Cleveland Browns was last year. They're gonna have that same type of fall.
Okay. That same type of fall.
Like they got the hype. They get it. It's sexy. It's cool. They got the pieces. They got all the
exactly.
pieces.
Yeah.
But like,
if they stay healthy, it can work.
I think because this is the same thing that I said about Baker that year, where I was like following his rookie year when everybody had that hype on him. I was like, he got the majority of his statistics against bad teams, and I think that the Cardinals, they came in with a whole bunch of hype, but I don't see them being like a for real contender because once again, I still don't trust that defense. I don't trust that offensive line. You know, for a full season, Kyler, he's a bad man.
You can mask that line with him.
True.
For how you can, but how long is he going to just be able to do that on his own? He's not taking hits now, but it's gonna he may have to slow up because you're not going to just win games with just
don't take hits. Don't take hits. I'm not saying you got to keep running, but if he can just continue to protect himself, which is run his quarterback, that's their number one flaw all the time. And then you look at Russell Wilson, someone who's been able to run and protect himself. And that's why he's had the success. So I feel like if Kyler, and that's the beauty, they both play baseball, so they know how to get down. Kyler knows how to get down. And if you can get down and you can protect yourself and you can live to fight another down like Tom Brady does, then I think that they could be a problem because on the next down you have Nuke. All else, throw it up. If let me get out the pocket, buy some time with my legs, how long can they cover Nuke for?
No, I 100% feel you, but I think when you have that hype, man, and they crown you too early, then it's going to be a whole bunch of pressure. So now they go on a streak where they go lose 3 games. Are they for real?
That's a fact.
Is this team what we really thought it was?
Do we really trust Cliff Kingsbury when the Heat get turned up?
Well, right now he was against the Washington football team. He was making all the right calls.
I mean,
I was like, this is the dude that I've been talking trash about. This is not him.
he definitely already exceeded all my expectations anyway. So
100%.
But like I said, one day he get turned up though. Is he gonna do the same? And Sean, come on now, we're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
What Sean say?
Don't worry.
Not even top 5.
The
best receiver, top receiver on this team. Stop it.
Who's the top receiver on the team?
What team in the NFC East is he a fan of?
But now I'm saying, who is Sean saying that the top of CeeDee Lamb?
CeeDee Lamb. Everybody on the CeeDee Lamb hype train. He's definitely as advertised.
Week 1, CeeDee Lamb didn't even run to the sticks. See, that's the small stuff about wide receivers that people don't like on that fourth down.
Baby.
You didn't even run to the sticks, and it was only like 3 yards that you needed. If we only need 3 yards and you can't get to the sticks, then that's on you on this route, bro. If we don't get the first down.
But last week, Amari was playing on a bruised foot, couldn't run full speed, and still had more yards and more catches than CD. He's still a big dog, baby. Still a big dog. Like, come on, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna disrespect that.
Hey, Amari showing up for me in fantasy. That's all that matters to me.
I
don't care about nothing else.
Fantasy. How do I say goodbye? I hate fantasy. I'm sick of fantasy.
I love it, man.
I think
Rose got a nice little team, man.
Rose, he got tired of being talked about last year.
Yeah, Rose got a nice little team this year.
They had a good game.
He said he had a good game.
I mean, you can't. He almost put 200 up, put 100, 199 up. You can't deny that. Like I said, this part, I definitely bashed him during his draft, and like his drafting was definitely crazy, unorthodox, whatever you want to call it. But you throw up 199 points, you did something right.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. My team's struggling to score, like I said. So I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah. My team did terrible in that league too. I didn't even crack 100 this week, but I had 4 starters out, so it's like they short term, so I can't cut them. That's the thing. If it was season ending, I could say, be done with you. And Hill won't let us have, our spot. So it's like I'm trapped. I got to hold on to my guys.
Can't change
Hey,
the rules in the middle of the season,
He
baby.
doing us dirty,
I like how
y'all.
you. I like how
He
you
don't
blame
got
me.
now one IR spot for you. Like, come, what type of league is that?
Try to blame me. Like it ain't, like we ain't the league office. Like we ain't all three the league office. You know the rules.
The whole commissioner executive board talk
Yeah,
about
it's
rules.
right here. He talking about somebody won't throw me under the bus. No sir. No
Oh
sir.
man.
And Eric, we definitely we've been rocking with you on this Cam as comeback player of the year. We've been on that one early too. I know Hill he threw in Ben Roethlisberger on this one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Ben gonna be in the conversation for sure.
but yeah, Cam definitely looking like something, man. I'm glad. I'm good. I'm
I'm going
definitely.
Russ though. I'm going Russ.
Oh, Russ MVP.
Oh, with MVP, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Russ MVP.
Right now,
Like
right now.
this strictly comeback player of the year. Russ. Oh, he doing something. Like watching that deep ball to DK on Stephon
Yeah,
Gilmore.
man. That thing was so pretty. That helped me beat Hill in my other league.
Bro, I
Needed
feel
it.
like they said Stephon Gilmore hadn't given up a touchdown in coverage in like 2 years.
Shit, yeah. If DK made that boy look like he about to get cut.
Hey man, just gotta
He made that boy look like
attack some of
Stephon
these
uncle.
dudes, man. Sometimes these dudes build up a name and then people just stay away from them. Sometimes you just gotta attack these dudes, man.
Talk to him, Cannon. Talk
Just
to
attack
him.
them. They just people, man.
And you can really figure out who it is.
But my whole
Man.
thing is,
What's the worst that can happen? You throw a pick.
Playing cornerback is almost like playing is like being at the plate in baseball. You're gonna lose a lot, but when you win, it's big. So if you why not attack them? Why not just go after these dudes and it's like, okay, you're gonna have to play perfect, especially if I feel like I got a dog on this end too.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you gotta bring some more dogs, like you say. If I got a dog, I ain't shying away from nothing.
At all.
From nothing. I think Baltimore. To your question, Mark, I think Baltimore is one of the scariest teams in the league, just because they have multiple people at running back. Well, you can even add a third person with Lamar. Then he's pinpoint accurate with his passes. They have good tight end game and they have decent wideouts. So it's like then their defense is elite. So it's like why wouldn't they be when they have a veteran coach who don't back down from nothing? And that's the type of coach that I would like to have. So it's like they got all the pieces. Like if they stay healthy, why wouldn't they be one of the scariest teams? And we about to see a real good one on Monday night early. Mm-hmm. We're going to see if they really one of the scariest teams. So next week, we'll let you know if they really the scariest team.
Absolutely.
What about the Bucs make them scary?
That's what I'm saying. I understand that they have Tom Brady, but I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of the Bucs.
Nothing.
You showed nothing against the Saints, and then you beat the Panthers.
And the Panthers, they have what do they have? Leonard Fournette went off,
and CMC got hurt.
Exactly. Like I'm still not buying into the Bucs. You got to show me. They got to show me something before I put anything on the Bucs and give them any credit. I need to see something. I need to see something that's convincing. They haven't convinced me yet.
That's a fact.
These the Ravens. What about the Ravens? What am I about to say about the Ravens? Hopefully, don't nobody show them the blueprint on how to stop them and beat them early on. Though, that's what's going to be key for them. You show the blueprint. You show the blueprint on anybody. Teams try to copy and mimic that, and it's gonna make it tough for everybody else. But y'all know how we do it. We give y'all a good hour, and it's been great, fellas. The interaction has been lovely.
Lovely.
We're gonna continue this thing going. We're gonna make it better. We're gonna grow. We're gonna just like everything else. This is week 1 for us, basically, on the live show. And like I said, we're gonna make it.
No preseason.
Better. No preseason whatsoever. We just learned yesterday how to work it. So it is what it is. We're gonna get better. We're gonna have better segments, better interaction. more comments on the screen, more generated comments. We will keep it growing. We'll keep it getting better, like I keep continuously saying. Y'all know y'all can catch us on all major podcast platforms. 3Man Weave, Instagram, Twitter, 3Man Weave _. Y'all here on Facebook. Y'all know where it's at on YouTube. You can email us at podcast.3.man.weave@gmail.com. It's episode 79. I'm Hill. That's Cannon. It's AJ. And we out.
Thank you for joining us, people. We appreciate y'all. Thank you for joining us on Facebook and our YouTube viewers as well. We'll be back again next week, episode 80, baby.
Let's get it.